Thank you very much, viewers, for connecting with us on this uh, esteemed channel of ours, where we give you prophecies on a daily basis concerning the future. How can one know the future unless they have got the Godhead on them? And for all of you who want to partner with this elegant ministry, we allow you to contact us on the numbers that are showing on the screen. We thank God for this year 2025. We also thank God for revealing secrets unto his servant, the prophet. As you might know, some of you, that I have taken a slight hiatus from the prophetic for quite some months or years, so to speak. But then I must promise you that I'm back and back with a bang. I will be prophesying about the future on a daily basis on this channel. And I know that, as many of you would know, God has granted me with this extraordinary gift to know mysteries, to reveal things accurately. And I know that the president of Zimbabwe has discharged a certain mandate that has discharged in terms of what God wants him to do, and the mission that was granted to him unto him by the Lord. You would notice that 2 years ago, I was the first prophet to start speaking about the past election. I was also the first prophet to prophesy about the second term. Check the prophecy which is on this channel. It's right here on this channel. You will see our media team uploaded it, and I was talking about a snake in the second term. I'm also the first man of God in Zimbabwe, in the world, in Africa, to prophesy about the results of the past 4 elections in Zimbabwe. This is not circumspection or what you call it, assumption. This is actually not conjectural, but this is actually factual. So, as you would see it, I also prophesied about the coming into presidency of the current president of Zimbabwe, Comrade Mnangagwa. I thank God for this elegant, excellent gift. And I'm just here to remind you of the previous 2 prophecies concerning the presidency of Zimbabwe, because I know we are watched by basically all and sundry from around the world, and people do not want to stay in the dark concerning what's going to happen. Now, you know that we also have got a recent prophecy where I was prophesying about the coming president, and I gave a brief description and also trying to shed some clarity. But just to perhaps clarify in terms of the prophetic timeline, this is what I'm concerned about. And you will know that in my 2022 prophecy, I also highlighted about a snake in the second term of President Mnangagwa's presidency. And I stand by it. If I am to look at it in the realm of the spirit, the president must not go for any third term. I know he is a wise man. I know. And I know that he has got people around him. But any advice that says a third term is possible, any advice that says go for a third term is not in accordance with prophetic timelines, because they are what are called prophetic timelines, a timeline within which certain things should happen. And I'm not just a prophet. I believe that from my track record, I sit in a position of a judge more than I am a prophet. So there are certain kinds of prophets who, when they say a thing, when they decree a thing, I want you to notice this. There are prophets who speak after watching or seeing. Then there are prophets who, when they declare a thing, that is the thing that the Lord has spoken. There's a difference. There are those who see to speak. There are those who speak to see. That's a difference in terms of prophetic authority. There are those who, when they speak, it's sealed. Now, I know that the president has done remarkable work. You can see roads were done. There's quite a number of developments which were occasioned in his term, which were not there when his predecessor was actually in power. Commendable, remarkable. But you see, what happens is, it's just like, for example, the last time when President Robert Mugabe left office, I sounded an alarm and I said, the time is really up now for the current president. It is the second term. It is the second term. Don't go for the third term. It is not in accordance with the prophetic timeline and the setup. You see, there are angels that dispatch information regards anything whatsoever that you can talk about, including an election, including the politics of the country. And there's also what is called prophetic objective analysis. Now, this is premised upon a series of visions, and then you try to do an analysis based on what you have seen. And based on everything that I have seen, if a prophet comes and says the third term is prophetically correct, that prophet, and I'm saying it to you, that prophet is not hearing from God. That is not a word that the Lord would have spoken. It is not in the plan of God for our president, our esteemed president, to be going for a third term. That is not in accordance with the plan of God, because there's a snake, remember. That's number one. Number two, besides the snake, I also saw that in terms of the prophetic calendar, would actually, it's an affront to the prophetic calendar for this term to be pursued. So this is just my prophetic message to Zimbabwe and the rest of the world. Surely God will do nothing without revealing it to his servant, the prophet. May God bless you. I'm out.